Grand Rising family. Hope you're doing good. Let's talk. Let's gist. Let's vibe. Today I want to talk about the challenges involved in the spiritual journey. Yes, challenges involved. Contrary to what is practiced with religion, spirituality is a very introspective journey, meaning that it is a personal experience for each person experiencing it. Because the way you will go through your experience is not the way I'd go through mine. But at the end of the day, it will be life-changing. The reason why it has to be life-changing is you're not here to remain the same. The way you were in primary school is not the way you were in secondary. The way you were in secondary is not the way you were when you were in university. The way you were in university is not the way you were when you came out and you started working and all. Even that version of you and this version of you, I doubt if it's the same. Why am I saying all this? The only constant thing in life is change. That's the only constant thing. So, if you are scared of change, that means you're scared of life. That means you're scared of growth. That means you're scared of being your most authentic self. Because in order to get to that version of you, you have to go through phases. Life works with phases. So when you see people who always claim they know you, I know him, he's not this person he pretends to be. Before you have anything to say about that, understand that these people are stuck on a phase of you that you have changed from. And it's okay for them to have their own opinions of you. Just don't believe them. Not everybody is wise. Some people think they are wise, but they're not really wise. In life, overcoming these challenges will help with how you build more relationships. It will help with how you build relationships. It will help if you even have relationships to begin with. Because when you become conscious on a particular level, you will begin to see certain toxic traits in people. Certain narcissistic tendencies, you begin to observe it. People who say something different and do something different. People who throw rocks and hide their hands. They pretend like they never did anything. You see through it. And they'll come and meet you like, do you know who threw that rock? I don't know who threw the rock. And they were the one. Because why? You begin to use your gifts. Your gifts begin to come online because of the challenges you are being put through by life. That's how it works. You cannot say you are spiritual without having experiences. It's a lie. It's a lie. And many of those experiences are not pretty. So when we say Grand Rising, it's all love and light, I need you to also know there's a dark side to it. It's a side that everybody had to walk alone on. There's a road. What does the Bible tell you? Even the Bible will say there's a broad road, broad and wide, that leads to destruction, and many are the ones walking in it. And there's a narrow path, a crooked, narrow path that leads to everlasting life, and few are the ones finding it. If it wasn't narrow, how would you know you're on the right path? We're living in a time where everybody just believes one thing because it came from one source. They forget that our ancestors went through a whole lot for us to be here, to be this ignorant. It's not smart. The point I'm making is this: when people are going through dark night of the soul, when people are going through tower moments, karmic lessons. It's their experience. Because on some level, they agreed to that experience before they reincarnated here. If they didn't agree, they won't go through it. So if you think about it really, nobody is going through anything that is above their power. Everything you're going through, you agree to it on some level. The question is, have you learned the lesson in that experience so the whole thing can be over with? Once you learn the lesson from an experience, the whole thing dies away. Because the whole point the universe trying to make is that focus on this part of yourself. I want to show you guys something. You see that? You see that? That's so cool. Okay. Alright. So the point I'm making is this. There is nothing you are going through that is above your power. But you are going through that experience so you can find your power. Because most times, for us to find our power, we need to be pushed to the limits. Don't worry, we don't die. Neuromelanated beings can't die. That's the thing. We don't die. If we used to really die, reincarnation would not exist. Because the flesh, yes, the flesh can go away, but you see the soul, it exists forever. This is why the same Bible will tell you, fear not those who can kill the flesh but cannot harm the soul. You are the soul. The body is just a vehicle. The mistake they made with us was messing with our minds to the point where they taught us about body. And they told us we have one body and we are our body. That was the biggest lie. Because it put a cap on our thinking ability to know that we can go beyond this vessel and actually commune with spirits and have revelations and downloads and directions and guidance and protection and come on. This is why I say spirituality is a science. And it's a science that is yet to be taught by any other science, not even Western science. They are not catching up. This is the reason why they can produce iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14. They all do the same thing, down to the 16 Pro. So let's get back to being creative. Let's get back to being unique. Stop caring about projections from people that are stuck on phases of you that you know are no longer. Be reborn. But you can only be reborn when you put in the work, when you go through that shadow work. You actually fix yourself. What am I doing wrong? You get rid of that. You try you don't try, you know. In spirituality, you know. Whatever targets you have, break it down to small bits and start one day at a time. The more of yourself you face, the better version of yourself you become. The more challenges you overcome. So welcome the challenges. Because life without challenge, what kind of life is that? It's a life without growth. Welcome the experience. Be grateful. Be useful. And play your role in this whole cosmic evolution of consciousness. You find success that way. You'll be in heaven that way. You'll be living in paradise because it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You are at peace up here.